Alrighty, good afternoon. Meant to say good morning a little bit earlier, but it never happened. It is Monday, and I just wanted to come on and talk about what I've done for the day. I was supposed to do it beforehand, but it's kind of the end of the day now, so I'll just do it now. Originally, I was going to go in and do an NMR sample on our toluene that we dried last week. Kind of wasn't told to put a NMR tube into the oven last week, so I didn't think about that. So basically, because we're trying to see if there is moisture inside of our toluene, we can't really just put the NMR tube straight in. We have to dry it like pretty thoroughly to make sure that there is no water inside the NMR tube to begin with, and then only once that's done can we go over to the glove box, get our toluene, run our sample, make sure there's no water. If we're confident there's no water, then we can add a crystal of our scandium complex in there, and then we can tell what our scandium complex was. So hopefully I'll do that tomorrow instead. So Monday's to-do list has not been touched. I'll just change that to Tuesday. Then once that's done, then I can start exploring what we want to do with the project. And besides that, that's kind of everything for today. Hopefully tomorrow's a bit more interesting, but I'll talk to you guys then. Hey there, good afternoon. It is Tuesday night. Just wanted to come on and talk about the day. So got our toluene sample, like just this toluene by itself, through the NMR machine, found it had like pretty much no water whatsoever, so that's good. Had a little bit, but it'll only get dry with time. So did that in the morning before the Careers Expo, went to the Careers Expo. It was kind of, I'm going to say lackluster for my degree. The reason I say that is just because like it's always a lot of engineering firms and not really anything that's not engineering, engineering and finance, I should say. There wasn't really much in the way of like jobs for just pure chemists kind of thing. Like there's Sydney Water is always there, which is nice. Like I think I've said the same guy about 3 years in a row now, but there's just never anyone new. And I know there is like businesses and stuff that definitely would employ chemists, because it's kind of one of those things where it's who you know, not what you know. But I feel like the careers team at UAW doesn't really get those kind of businesses in for some reason, and I think they really do themselves a disservice by not doing that. But yeah, then after that, we went to a morning tea thing with a professor that was going to give a speech, or not a speech, a seminar. It was all about flow chemistry, and it was actually really cool. His name was Marcus Baumann. I'll double check. I'll get the spelling up on screen. And then following that, had 15 minutes. I went and caught up with a friend I hadn't seen in a hot minute, and then went to the seminar, saw the seminar, that was good. And then went back to the glove box to get a sample of my scandium complex that I made, but we couldn't really resolve the structure from the NMR just because there was so much noise in amongst it. But it seems pretty good, so the next steps is going to be to proceed with the vacuum down to make it recryst, and that'll be pretty much everything for the lab in the next couple of weeks, because I need to get this project proposal done, and that's kind of what I want to spend most of my time doing now. And then once that's done, that'll be that, and then I can get back into the lab and start trying to put some different ligands and stuff onto this complex. And that's about everything. So I will see you guys tomorrow most likely, and yeah, all right, bye now.
To feel the dew on your skin, that is how it would begin. Draw ever nearer to you, skin, that is how if you draw ever nearer to you, skin, that is how if you to feel the dew on your skin, that is draw ever nearer to you, to feel the dew on your skin.
Howdy, it's that time of day again. About to come in and recap my day. And I pretty much just sat in front of the computer today and just read and wrote. It's only going to get worse in the future when I have to do a lit review, because this is like a mini lit review if anything. Didn't really do any experiments, kind of helped out the PhD student just with a generation of the lithium CP star, helping him clean up the after products. That's kind of everything. So tomorrow, go in, do the same thing. Friday, probably do the same thing again. I'm hoping to get a draft version to my professor on Friday, so that way they can have a look through and sort of give me some pointers, I suppose. Yeah, tomorrow's another day. Won't be as tired, hopefully, and yeah, bye now.
If you do feel it on your skin, that is raw ever to you do feel it on your skin, that is raw ever to you. Summer is
Yo, it is Thursday. Just kind of been doing this for a project proposal all day. Submitted the first draft to my professor for him to have a look through. It was good, kind of gave me a bit more context for what I'm doing for the whole entire honours year. But yeah, so now I've kind of got that in the background going on, understand my project a whole lot better. Kind of won't be going as far as what I thought I was, like scope-wise, so that's good. That means I can stress less and think about less things. So yeah, that's kind of been my day. Tomorrow will be very similar. I meet with my professor to discuss timelines to get an idea of where and what I should be doing. Yeah, that's kind of going to be it for me today at the uni at least. I got work tonight, I think. But yeah, all right, peace. Hey there, good morning everyone. It is Saturday. Realised I completely and utterly forgot to do any commentary yesterday about what I was doing, and that's probably for good reason because I wasn't really doing a whole lot. I got some feedback from my project proposal. Yeah, it was mostly pretty good. A few things to tweak out, work out, but I think the paragraphs are all pretty much structured well and nicely now. But yeah, I'm happy with where the writing component is, but then Monday I'll have to put all the pictures together and references and do like a graphic for the project proposal. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that stuff. For the Friday night, I went to an event by the Tabletop Society, like called a Among Us poker night. Yeah, it was alright, had a decent time. And then I pretty much went home because I wasn't really feeling myself a little bit too much. I was feeling a bit awkward, a bit dissociative, I suppose. So I headed off home, pretty much went to bed after watching like an episode of Sopranos. Plans for today are a bit mixed. I just went and found like a little coffee table for our house because I just saw it on the side of the road and actually kind of matched all our furniture, so I like it. Grabbed it, brought it back here. But until 12:30 when I have work, I'm kind of debating whether or not I go into Salvo's, try and score some more furniture, or if I just go to the beach, because I really want to go to the beach. It's bloody hot and I don't really want to be in the heat all day. I think I just made my decision. I'm going to go to the beach. Alrighty, see you in a bit. Right, yeah, good night, everyone, I suppose. It is Sunday. Just wanted to come in and just wrap up the week. So, honestly, didn't do very much lab stuff at all, but did a lot of reading, lots of reading. So now I'm kind of getting a good idea of what's been done, what hasn't been done. Did my first draft proposal, got feedback, applied some of that feedback, got to make the pictures tomorrow. It's been a pretty hot weekend, so my brain's been a little bit fuzzy. Went to an MTG event last night. That was fun. Got invited back next week to an invite-only event, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, like not too much happened that I remember. Had some lunch with a friend. Went to the beach. It was awesome. But yeah, so hopefully it should start to pick up experiments-wise. So that means I've got some actual footage to play with. But it kind of makes me wonder what I do with spare time in these videos because I don't really know how long these videos are going to go for and what's going to be in them. So that's going to be something I have to figure out how to make it interesting. But yeah, that's sort of been the week. Hopefully you enjoy. The previous week, I guess you guys probably don't see this, but it's like I still haven't edited week 4, I think it was, and I'm still recording week 5. This will be the last entry for week 5, so I'll try and smash them out both pretty quick. Is what it is. It's been too hot to spend in the office editing, so I do apologise for that, but I don't think you've missed out on too much. That's the end of the week. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye.